I'm Nadine G, owner of Let's Converse. Thanks for watching today and embarking on this journey of 31 days of conversation. As the motto of my business goes, talk is valuable. The purpose of this series is to have intimate conversations that are important in our communities. We will be talking to men, women, singles, couples about topics such as religion, spirituality, finances, and relationships. Today, we're talking to single men about relationships. This should be interesting. Come with me and enjoy the conversation.
Okay, so it's like people are going out and they're looking for something, right? So the best way to do that would be to go out and to allow the world to experience you, right? But the hard part about this dating thing is that you want to bring your best self. You want to be honest. You want to see it in someone else, and oftentimes that's not the case. So dating can be one of the best things in the world, and at the same time it can be one of the scariest. Tyrese Shepherd. I'm 35 and I'm a writer.
Awesome. What do you write?
Songs, generally. Speeches, if someone really needs it, but mostly songs.
Do you also sing?
I do. Today I have the sore throat of life. Next one, I'm killing it. Or they can be catfishing and then pretend to be someone and you go to meet them and it's like, nah, that's not what you said. That would drive me insane if all this time you've been presenting this picture and then when I meet you, you like 3 times the person you said you was on this picture. Now I'm sad. Like, because if you'd just led with, yo, I'm big, I would have been like, oh, all right, man, big. You know what I mean? But if you lead with, I'm skinny, and you know what I mean? And then I meet you and you lied, and now I'm leaving.
That's what happens when you see too many headshots and you don't see no body pics. You know what's up, man.
That's the angle.
You know what's up.
Do y'all do that too? When y'all dating, do y'all do that?
Hell no. I don't even take selfies.
Don't take selfies?
I don't take selfies.
We're not playing with lighting and angles and now we're not doing all of that. My name is Vaughn. I'm in my 30s. I'm an entrepreneur. You know, I do a couple of things. I rap. I also act. I'm a landlord. I got a couple businesses like clothing lines and stuff like that. You know, regular stuff.
Tell me about dating.
Dating's tough. That's the number one thing. It's time. You got to figure out who you should use your time on, which is hard because you got to find someone you're compatible with. Then you actually have to get to know them to find out if you're actually really compatible with them. So, you know, dating's hard, man.
Let's talk about bad dates. Give me an example of a bad date.
A bad date to me is like taking a woman out and there's no conversation. It's just a dead date and she orders the most expensive thing on the menu. That's the worst. My name is Ramon. I'm 35. I'm in management. I'm a workaholic, so I just primarily focus on work, getting money, and just improving. I feel that dating is overrated nowadays. I feel like dating is a waste of money, in my opinion, my personal opinion. You know, I've had women try to like, you know, get me to go out on dates with them. You know, they look at me like I'm a cheapskate. Just because I don't want to spend money on them. It's a lost investment. That's how I feel at the end of the day because I've been out on dates where I spend money and it doesn't progress to anything more than that moment.
If you're here on this date, you're not contributing to this date. And of course, as generations will tell you, the etiquette is supposed to be you're paying for this woman, right? So that's what a man is supposed to come put his best foot forward. Now we could go Dutch, but then when I go Dutch, automatically she's going to assume that I'm cheap. Or she's going to assume that her value is being diminished now with all that stuff. But either way, so you know what I mean? So what I do, I play the role. And we're not having any conversation, it's going dead, and you order the filet mignon and the lobster. Sis, you know what's happening after this now. I'm feeding you. I'm not.
So now she gotta feed you back.
Because, a point, man. Like
because I'm like, what are you coming to the table with? Like, I'm coming to the table with bread. I'm coming to the table with the venue. I made the reservation, and you show up
without contributing anything.
Man.
Not even a tip.
Come on, come on.
Don't let it be a first date. Don't let it be a first date and she starts suggesting 5-star restaurants.
It's a lost investment.
I don't even want to get to know you no more. Now,
It's a lost investment.
chill. We talking about something else now. Okay, you trying to get a come up? Good. I'm trying to get a come too.
So she has to be at McDonald's for you not to think she want to smash?
No.
Okay, I'm just trying to understand. That's what I
Listen,
got supposed to tell here.
I got a list of like about 40 restaurants in my head that are dope restaurants,
Okay.
and I'm only gonna spend like $70 on a first date there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 80 max.
To take all the jokes out of it, right? Not all the jokes, but just to keep the focus where it needs to be. We're told that dating is supposed to be an experience where you're vulnerable, because there's some of us that go and we just want to have a really good time. But then there's some of us that go and we're trying to attract something. We're trying to build something. There's a focus. So when you come to a date, if you hold too much back, I never get to see you. I never get to experience it. So it's not just money, but what about your personality?
The money ain't even really important. Like you said, what are you contributing to the date? I mean, if you get there and you just came for a good meal and some good liquor, and then you already got your plans to go chill with your homegirls after, don't waste my time. It's just that simple.
Man, a good date is if she's paying.
Okay.
Where they at though?